What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. Alright now, we out here with another BTS reaction. This time we looking at the part 3 Cypher. Now we doing things a little bit differently. Instead of looking at the color coded lyrics, we're gonna take a look at the live performance. I saw a little bit of that sprinkled down in the comments and everything. You guys down there dropping some gems of knowledge. I know some of you guys been big time fans for a while, so y'all very knowledgeable in this stuff. It's gonna take me some time, right? Because I've only been listening to BTS for like a week, and there's just so much information to absorb. So we're gonna take it piece by piece. Now I heard the second one was a lot of people's favorite. I heard the third one is a lot of people's favorite. I don't hear too much about the first one, and I don't hear too much about part 4, which is what we're also gonna jump in. But anyways, we are gonna go into dual set and take a look at the lyrics right after we're done with this. So let's shut up and turn it up. Wow! Live. Okay, first I already like it because they playing with a live band. Yes.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am. Let's go. Okay. I smoke beat, this a beat, smoke. Okay.
What a man chose you crazy? What a fella chose you crazy? Give up to the young part and with the back when you're inside. Wrap my mind into the road. Too many generals, so you thought you did that again.
Okay, hold on before it. So I work 100 times harder than the bastards who do hip hop with keyboards. That's interesting. Now music production it's pretty difficult. There's a lot of stuff to learn. He basically saying take that times 100, and here we are.
With the back when you're inside, wrap my mind into the road. Too many generals, so you thought you did that again.
Yo, that right there is like literally what's going on right now in the music that you hear in the mainstream. Yo, run that back, man. We need to repeat some of this stuff for the people in the back. Bastards who can't even give a single verse properly, they try to discuss rap and music.
Oh shit! 거꾸로 둘러봐 비넌 하수구는 구수하지 진려 깊어지게 그림의 빛을 Now what you afraid of? 나 핑계서 당장을 넣고 진짜 주머니와 없는 실력까지 갈아내 아오니 지방시 cause I'm a star 아오니 휴거 when you walk 너희라는 bullshit but I'm a bullshit 나를 깎아버려 like a boss 거라는 iPhone 기온이지 FMO 나 로이어 연습통 and you know I can take more.
My roaming charges are 100 more because, okay, yo, that was a bar. You don't need your airplane mode, right? Because you charge your phone, you're in airplane mode. Airplane mode, as you guys know, removes your signal from your phone, so you can't connect, right? But also, you don't need your airplane mode because he's flying and he's roaming charges, which, you know, when you go out of the country, you roaming because you're using different, telephone poles to connect to the same thing. You know, you guys know what I mean. Like T-Mobile has one down there that they're partnered with, but you're going to be charged roaming because you're outside of the country. When he travels on his planes and whatnot, when he says roaming, he's also meaning the hundreds because it's costing him that much money to fly from wherever he's going. So that was a what do you call that? A double entendre, I think. Bar.
Take more, YOLO, 파라돈이가 좀 파리들 So Tokyo, baby, let's hit, Hate to get in my take, but no problem I get 나 먹기 위해 내 cardio, 난 반대를 던져 But I don't care, you can't catch my shit 불신을 잡은 내 남자가 내 다시 돌아와줘 Hey, 내버려 멈던 유행 관점 Cypher, 이 트랙이 나오면 hater들 완전
Okay.
불법이 네 시대 이공은 한번 함정 다 빠지겠지만 say what hey over me 서도 나와 swear 어디 가든 대체 또 어디 가든 이 팀 모든 김치질이 힘들지 절대적인 위치 나 요각이의 빛을 번한 입주왔던 빙기 On this golden gravy Turn up 나보고 욕하고 그래 상황이나 보고서 오르고 그래 나 부를 게 없어 나 보라고 그래 보다 비디비디 윙윙윙 띵고띵고윙 띵고띵고지 비고비고 슈도 비고비고 띵고띵고 윙윙윙 지면 안 지내는 뭐라 캐 이거만 보게 일본 나 지금 같은 나 랩을 니의 truth 한술 그래 내 나라 한국어 선구적으로 짓거리는 랩만 Everybody 지금 누가 니 왜 있는지
Yo, I don't know when this originally came out. Okay, well, it says it's uploaded in 2017, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Yo, coming with the. Yo, I always say, man, if you got haters, that means you doing something right, bro. I think BTS is handling all that hate well. This is the best way for you to clap back at somebody, man. Don't be getting on Twitter and talking all that jank, man. Put your feedback and your disses in the music right back at them, man, because then they gotta work 10 times harder to come back, man. Look at him. He said, you guys rapping in English? Guess who's on top, yo? Guess who's on top, yo? It ain't you.
선구적으로 짓거리는 랩만 Everybody 지금 누가 니 왜 있는지 Ain't 주는 맞지 No problem 맞지 난 보고 위에 내 거리 얼나 봐대 But I don't care You can't control my shit Machine shot bitch 다시 돌아오시 Yeah, I got it
Oh, now hold on, though. This dude done took off the hat. What a grand entrance. He was just sitting there like he the final boss on a mini game. He's just like, yeah, it's my turn. I'm about to kill this. All right, come on. He coming with that heat. So okay, yo, hold on. You can try to make rash sounds with your bird tongue, but that's just you trying to pass it off as rapping. Basically, ad libs. You guys know what I'm saying? Some the top of the mainstreams do that stuff. When they be like, or they go like, yeah, you know, they do those silly little ad libs, you know, and it's more so a filler, like it fills the space to kind of get the beat moving. It goes back, try to get the song moving. It goes back to what they said at the previous when they say you only say 2 or 3 words and then you like turn it into a song. The reason why they say that is because it's filled with ad libs. If you take a look at some of today's mainstream, you know, it's less about the lyricism and about, you know, being an MC and more about saying whatever you need to say, just do whatever and getting back to the chorus and having like a really, really long intermediate. The reason why is because ain't nobody listening to the lyrics anymore. People just want to put on something and vibe, right? It's almost like you got some cats out there that are still, you know, still pushing the pen, you know, trying to keep that lyricism back in hip hop, but because that doesn't draw the almighty dollar. What draws the almighty dollar is what you're going to press play on. And if it's going to call somebody to, if they got to sit there and really pay attention and think to your lyrics, they ain't trying to do all that. That's why they gravitate more towards the more simple stuff. So, okay, that was just something I want to talk about. All right. Oh, not yet, you two. We're not looking at part 4 just yet. Okay. Woo! I think I caught most of that, what they were saying. Of course, there was some other stuff that they had. I got this loaded up here. They had some other stuff in there where they made some references, like that PPP thing that he had in there. But we're about to find out, okay? But most of this stuff I pretty much got. So we're gonna try to pay attention to some of this right here that's got this green. So I smoke beat. This a beat smoke, right? To have an affair or to cheat in Korean is Baram Pi Wuda. Okay, so that makes sense. I smoke beat with this beat smoke. Okay, to have an affair. Okay, to smoke cigarettes is dambe. Okay, RM separated into two parts. Wind. It's kind of hard to read because there's a bunch of characters in here. So that it shares when smoking cigarettes. Oh, they're making a reference between the characters. Almost, this is a double entendre, if you will. The line also rhymes with the next English line, when men smoke cigarettes and women smoke wind. Okay, which means cheat. Okay, I smoke beat. This is a beat smoke. Okay, this line became controversial because of how it depicts women. There were opinions that the line makes it seem equally likely for men to smoke and women to cheat. Say in 2017, RM changed the lyrics to this, which means when some smoke and some other cheat. Interesting. You gotta be careful what you say out here. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy because, cancel culture that's out here. You gotta watch what you're saying. Okay, so I have a little 100 times. I think some of this stuff I actually got, but we're gonna go through it a little bit. So because sometimes the translations are wrong, and a lot of you guys like the dual set website, so I'm gonna put my trust in you guys. So. Let's see. Mental is crazy. 100 times harder than those bastards. And then I already made a comment on that. Live 100 times harder than those bastards who do hip hop with their keyboards. That might just be some other reference, just not simply hip hop with the keyboards. That can also be a reference to auto tune as well. Although that doesn't have that much to do with keyboards, but it could be a reference. Right? Rap is an easy genre. Too many generals. Too many kings, right? Ain't nobody on top. Oh, hold on. Okay. Ragtime bunch of nobody. Should get some manners. Why do these incompetents can't even do a verse? Try to discuss rap. I mean, honestly, it looks like they were talking about what the scene was in 2017, right? This came out in, I'm just going to say 2017. This lyrics was posted in 2019, but that just means that the site came out later. They were talking about what the rap scene was then and what the rap scene is now. Rap's the same like this even now. You hear a lot of triplets when somebody, especially when Migos came out and they had that kind of statement. They got a whole lot of criticism on that. And then they had this one song called Narcos on their Culture 2 soundtrack album or whatnot, and they made a rebuttal. They said this real rap, no mumble, and then there they sort of slightly switched it up. But for the most part, what I've heard, I don't think I've heard anything from Migos. I think they've been doing their own kind of thing, with Offset and Takeoff and Quavo. They've all been kind of doing their own kind of thing. But they did receive some criticism for rapping in a triplet style almost every song. So, that's how everyone here raps the same like this even now. So, okay, say 2 or 3 layers at a time, which makes sense, right? 2-3 layers at a time. If it's triplets, they can sometimes fit a whole entire thing, but sometimes you'll just say something, right? Something, like in triplets. So everyone is a critical patient, mother, father, physics, all those con men. Back yourself and look at the mirror. Talking about other people, when you look at yourself, okay, if you're going to bring something, be original, suckers. It's super difficult to be original. Honestly, I think in the hip hop scene, if you want to be original, you got to be yourself, right? You got some people who ascend to stardom, right? But then they lose themselves in the process because now they lose creative control. So I think it's difficult to be original and, be signed with a label. I think that's why you see so many independent artists out here trying to make it on their own, have more control over their sound, but the growth is a lot slower. So with zero efforts, I go by the name of Monster Plus Cypher. I'm a writer, write it like a biker. Oh, shush, play it backwards beat. Notice how shush is pronounced the S word. I try not to cuss on here because I always think that maybe my son might be watching some of my videos in the near future, and I like to set a proper example for him. Although some of the videos I've done reactions to are quite questionable. You're a sewer and I'm savory. Okay, wordplay means sewer, but broken into these characters and being a misspell It can also mean a person who lacks skills or someone who is a puppet. Hence, the line can also be interpreted as you're a bad player and I'm savory. Pleasant to hear. Okay, you're a sewer and I'm savory. Like some of the less pleasant jobs that you would like, right? And I'm savory. So that makes sense. It's kind of like some, you know, well, you know what? I ain't gonna say that. So, but I get the idea. Kids whose abilities are on strike for the protest so hard behind my back. What are you afraid of? I'm not afraid of anything on the beat. The kids whose abilities are on strike. After reading that whole entire thing about that controversy, I don't know. They said they changed it, but I don't know if they changed it in the song, the lyrics, or whatnot. Because if they did, then he said abilities are on strike, so they kind of got to watch what they say now, right? Otherwise, they get canceled. Let's see, man. Put a protest so hard behind my back, man. What are you afraid of? I'm not afraid of anything. All your pockets are empty, and even your barely existing abilities are poor. So obviously, this was translated a little bit differently in here. So I'm glad that's why we're here. Your bag, all your pockets are empty. And I think in the translation here, they said your pockets are empty, full of skills or something like that. And you barely existing abilities are poor. So they kind of put the abilities right in front of all your. I think he said your pockets are empty, less skill or something like that. But I get the idea, right? I don't need Givenchy because I'm a star. Givenchy, like the Givenchy. I think that's spelled differently, right? Givenchy, or is that how it's spelled? Let's see here. Oh no, that is how it's spelled. Givenchy. I don't think I've heard of that brand before. I thought I did. And I don't need Hugo, already a boss. What's Hugo? That's a movie. All I'm seeing is movies. You guys will let me know down in the comments. I'm not Buddha. I'm not Buddha, but I'm a butcher shaving your flesh like, because butchers chop meat, but also Buddha is Buccio, which rhymes with butcher. Okay, so they put that in there because it rhymes with butcher. Doesn't look like there's any hidden meaning. I already talked about the charger, iPhone, airplane, roaming charges. I did understand that. Make money with your sloppy skills just to sell your clumsy skills, you quack. Well, okay. Most of this stuff is pretty straightforward. A Dolpari, which is a quack, originates from this character to roam, to circle around, and to sell, which used to mean a roaming merchant. So that's interesting when combined. Nowadays, usually describes someone who's not qualified to do something yet claims the opposite, right? Make money with your sloppy skills. Since Do itself means a stone rock, the Korean lyrics literally go make money with a stone just to sell your stones, you crack. So make money with your sloppy skills to sell your clumsy skills. So I kind of translate that as to make it, fake it until you make it. Right. I'm getting into music production myself, and with what today's technology, right, they make things pretty easy. You know, you still need to have some type of technical and musical knowledge, but once you've got a grasp of like your basic knowledge, you know how to scale and you know how to develop an ear for some type of sounds, some of that stuff is a little bit automated, right? And when you get put to the task to actually produce something without the need of any of those things, you can quickly find that you are inadequate with your skills, right? But because you use those types of products and everything, and those type of plugins and stuff to make your stuff, you ain't gonna be able to make it from scratch. You pretty much faked it until you make it. Now that you're in that position and you sold yourself, you realize that your skills are sloppy. So, whew, man, I sure do talk a lot, don't I? Okay, on the seat you guys will never be able to reach. All right, neither my haters, but no problem I kill. Shoveling my career to bury me. Okay, a widely used slang to describe someone's action that is pointless. Those that haters attack my career to bury me, to actually just wasting their time. And that's pretty straightforward. Shoveling my career to bury me, right? And, you know, like I said, the whole cancel culture. So, but I don't care. You can't control. Okay, this is the chorus. All right, this fourth album of Full View, Cypher. Dark and Wild is BTS's debate. Oh, so that was their debut studio album. And it was a full-length album. Too Cool for School or Relate, School Love Affair were all EP. Okay, so that's basically saying that this is the fourth album. Okay, when the track plays, here it goes. Swag explodes, whatever. Some of these lyrics are just kind of, you know, they're not necessarily exposition, but you know, the kind of filler. You know, they talk about themselves, but it's not really much to break down here. Whenever I'm headed to go straight, Our positions are proportional. You should be too busy to slander me. Our positions are proportional, right? So basically somebody who ain't got no clout chasing people with clout. Our positions are proportional. You know, that's interesting. Are proportional. Proportional mean equal. You should be too busy to slander me. Oh, I get it now. Since you're the same, you know, what are you doing not working on your craft, right? You should be too busy to slander him because you're supposed to be working to get harder, okay? Okay, but I felt a bait. Slang for a nightclub barker. They use this instead of that. Allows to have another meaning, which is to feel the good chance coming. But I felt the bite. Like when you go fish, right? You feel okay, I get that. Fish bait, which is to feel the good chance coming. Okay. Kind of like when you're fishing and the lure goes down. But I felt the bait, right? Somebody bit. Okay. Or it could mean that, you know, they baited them and now you bit and you took the bait, right? All the girls call me beeper. Okay, so original Korean lyrics. Uni, which is used by females to call or address an older female. A beeper is what you call an older female in Korean. It is, however, common that nightclub barkers, even if they are males, call female customers. Oh no, they're talking about uni. Okay, they use uni. This is what I didn't get when I was looking at the translation in BBBBB, but it looks like it translates to uni. So they call and address an older female as uni. Okay, the use of uni thus makes sense here. I don't even know how to pronounce that. My command over the English language is not letting me pronounce that correctly. Is a page beeper, right? So it could be So it could be all the girls call me, page me, or since B is commonly used as an onomatopoeia of censoring sounds, can also be used all the girls call me. So that call me XX for X. That's interesting. So that's also another double entendre. Okay, look at me. I'm on top of the beat, wiggling, jiggling, rolling, beagling. The dog breed beagle. All right, say that 5 times. Is often used to describe someone who is extremely cheerful, energetic, and playful. Okay, rolling because dogs roll. Okay, the guy who rules the ring now the king. That's him. Okay, this is tasting still. This is for tasting. Okay, fill your stomach. It's interesting. I've never had a Korean meal, and I love to eat, so I definitely need to try one because if it's filling my stomach, yes, sir. All this rapper, pigeon, babbling, sloppy English should take a look. So this was translated differently in the video as well. So it's an old slang that's been used in clothing markets by shop owners, customers who know nothing of the ways of the market and are therefore extremely gullible or called. Okay, all these rat pigeons, babbling, sloppy English should look extremely gullible. Okay, it's an old slang that's been used in mansigi. All these rat pigeons, mansigi. Customers who know nothing of the ways of the market. All these rat pigeons babbling. I mean, I look at this, you know, without this translation right here. I look at this, all those rat pigeon babbling sloppy English. The look was pretty much, like I said, was taking a stab at, you know, whether it be the probably rap globally, you know, because you know what sells, right? And most people who are artists, they want to sell their stuff internationally as well. So they're going to latch on to what's popular. So, and they're pretty much calling them out, saying, hey, you should look. And then I already made a comment about who's standing above you, and they got a whole lot of haters. And then here's the chorus again, okay? And then we got Suga or August D. I accidentally called him Sugar in my last one. People talk my name in whispers. So this is interesting. That can also be interpreted as gossip. My beat that I laid from Daegu so these must be cities, I'm guessing, maybe capitals. I'm not too sure. There's no translation or anything. I mean, I guess you can kind of search, but I know the video's getting too long already. Okay, so that is a city. Let's go. I mean, I already checked that out, so let's check this one out too. Mine as well. And this is a ward in Gangnam-gu, Seoul, South Korea. In the wealthiest neighborhood in South Korea. Ooh, look at that. The rich folks. Okay. So basically this might be from the least rich to the most rich. Basically saying that everybody's listening to this stuff. Okay. My music that breathes alive in every corner of the world. Here I am in America listening to your stuff. So there's some truth for that. Baby shaman dancing barefoot on the swords called beat. That's me. Baby shaman dancing barefoot on the swords, kind of like ritualistic. Do you know that half of what I look on TV is a shadow warrior? Kagemusha? That's a Japanese word, isn't it? It is a political decoy employed by Busho as his straw man. The line therefore means half of what he is on TV is fake. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Do you know that half of what I look on TV is a shadow warrior, right? Shadow. Okay, that makes sense. Even if you act with bravado, gusto, using your 3-inch tongue. 3-inch tongue, negative connotation, is usually used when someone uses their words to fool or attack someone. People who are good businessmen, good salesmen, right? Someone uses their words to fool, well, not necessarily, predatorial businessmen, I should say. Rap touting aimed at those stupid, lazy people. Is a slang that originated from feint. It's used when someone fools others as if they were doing what they're supposed to do, when in fact they're not. Pretty cool stuff. That actually goes along with what I describe my definition for self-discipline. It's the ability to do something when you should do it. And this word right here, it said originates from feint, is used when someone fools others as if they are doing what they're supposed to do, when in fact they are not, right? So that's kind of like, you taking a break at work and then your boss peeks his head around the corner and then you acting like you're working, and then you turn around as soon as he's gone, you go back to doing stuff that you weren't supposed to be doing, right? Got to work on that self-discipline, baby. Whew, I should have got some water. Okay. The solid, ambitious spirit of my ruling rap. My flow job that catches those arrogant, no-name rappers and trifles with them. The flow job makes you think of blowjob. Arrogant, no-name rap. Okay. Even if you attack me with petty words like that. So, Dio, I'm killing these words, though. I'm like literally butchering them. Is a slang that's a combination of and damage dealing. Online game tournament, a full-scale attack carried out to. Okay, so it's like a full attack. Even if you attack me with petty words like that, and then and we can see what it breaks down to is like translation, and it's a combination of a couple of characters. So, extreme damage. You guys who play video games, you know all about that. I only became stronger. Starfish that grows out of your jealousy. As you know, voice gets them horny. Flexible tongue movement that makes people reach orgasm with my rap, men and women alike. So to send someone to Hong Kong is slang that means to make someone feel orgasm. That's interesting. So when somebody says, I'm gonna send you to Hong Kong, is that an often saying during intercourse? Baby, I'm about to take you to Hong Kong. You know what? Now that I just said that, it oddly sounds familiar, like I heard it in a movie or something. On top of this food pyramid, I'm always the top and highest, right? Oops, I'm unstoppable, century. Over from behind. Well, that's really foul line right there. Woo! Okay, we travel around the world when you lays around. Hey, stop attacking me. Okay, this word I'm even going to try to pronounce, who aged immaturely. A satori instead of. I'm not really too sure what this means. Honorable term for a man's older brother. It's also a term for calling one mob boss, like the Don. Honorable term for a man's older brother. Oh, I see. A man's older brother aged immaturely, so pretty much somebody that's older, they got a childlike mind. To my standards, you're the level of babies. Okay, so that kind of pairs in what he says right there, right? Because you're a grown man, but stuff that you spitting out here sounds crafted by like a kindergartner. Whether or not I'm a whack or a fake, where is this standard? I'm the new standard of pop music scene. Yeah. Slaps the old bastard's ear like a storm. Okay, there are many haters. And then we got the chorus. Okay. So that definitely gave some insight as to what we just looked at. Like I said, there's always going to be different type of translations. And I know that because of that reason, you guys wanted me to go to the dual scent. But this video is already long enough. And honestly, I'm super parched. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Dave's out.